Hello, people. Welcome to the More Sports Studio. My name is Jesse, and I'll be hanging out tonight with More Sport on the ground crew from Fez in Morocco. I'll be hanging out with Kende Faguaro, and Dr. Wale Opatola is going to be joining us, soon. So let's go straight to the point because this is just a report. We don't have all the time in the world. Uh, Mr. Kenny, how has it been on the ground?
Thank you, Jesse B. It's a pleasure to have me here. I guess it's been wonderful. We touched down in Morocco and beautiful city in the city of Fez, and the city is in a festive mode. Everywhere is branded, ready for the African festival. It's a football country. Right from the point we touched down in the airport, even the officials there were watching football in the hotel room, in the streets, everything going on in Fez now is about the AFCON. That's what their lives.
Oh, okay.
And today we were at the stadium. We saw everything firsthand. I mean, the host country is well prepared for this tournament. I mean, there are some things we saw on ground that we can attest that they are new to African football tradition. We saw the fan zone in the stadium. So, and what we acquired is that the fan zones are for each stadium. So you have the stadium facilities, you have a zone for fans where there will be opportunity for drinks, for uh, dances, massive wings, massive screen, TV
Mhm.
screen. As in, I don't know how to describe the It's like a cinema large screen
Black screen,
that
yeah.
a venue where fans can park and watch football outside the stadium. I'm talking about the venue free outside the stadium. I
Hmm.
mean, they call it fan zone for fun.
Fan zones, yeah, yeah.
So yes, fan zone. So it's a country well prepared. All the street affairs are branded for AFCON. Now, once you enter the city affairs, you know that something is happening in this place because every 100 meter you see a brand of AFCON going on there. And anywhere you go, in your hotel room, in the restaurant, you'll be assured that what is on the list of everybody in this country at the moment is AFCON.
Okay, that's fantastic. So, welcome, Dr. Wale Opatola. Already, for those of us who have been to our YouTube page, you already seen that story. At the airport, you bumped into Alex Iwobi's parents, and you had an interview. Dr. Wale, tell us about that encounter.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. I mean, we didn't even know that we were on the same flight, So we were just making it through immigration check, and then Kende, you know, immediately spotted him right behind us, and he said, "Is that not Alex Iwobi's father?" Then I turned around and there I said, "Oh yeah, that's him," because I have had previous encounters with him. We were in Russia together. Russia 2018 World Cup,
Hmm.
and I had a group picture with the whole family: Alex Iwobi, the father, the mother, the sisters, everyone, and I interviewed them. You get it?
Yeah.
So immediately I told him, "Yeah, that's him." And the moment we cleared immigration, we just waved at him, he waved back, and that was it. So by the time we were approaching him, he was already prepared for us. He was already waiting for us.
All right.
And it was seamless, it was easy. And you could see the way he was relating with us. He was someone that was well at home with us. That's
Yeah.
the power of more sport.
Yeah.
We
And
go
actually,
everywhere, they see
what?
us everywhere, we know the personalities, they
Yeah.
know us, and that is it. More sports.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think what was coming out of that interview is so many people did not even know that he played professional football. So I was listening to the
Yeah.
interview, and Kenny was like saying, "Who did you play for?" And he was reading out names. He played at the Nuga Games, then he played professional football. And before now, everybody thought that Alex Iwobi got this gene from JJ Okocha.
JJ Kocha.
But we didn't know that his dad actually played football as well. Such a humble character. So but let's quickly get to the meat of today. I'll quickly let's see what the currently Zimbabwe is leading Egypt 1-0, and we are in the 40th minute. So they scored that goal at the 20th minute. So South Africa has already beaten Angola today, 2-1. And Mali played 1-1 with, Zambia. So that is the state of things as it were now. You are there to see, to give us reports on what is going on, especially the Super Eagles. Before I ask that question, for those of us who are watching us, if you have any questions for my guests, please send it now. I will be able to retrieve it from the studio, and then I can ask it to them. And then, keep that coming, please. So, and currently we have someone on ground who is in the Eagles camp. And as I am here now, I can see on our YouTube page that the training is going on in the rain. The Super Eagles are training right now in the rain, fine-tuning the preparation for Tanzania. So I am monitoring that right there in the studio. Kenny, please tell us about our man in the Eagles, camp that is right there in the middle of everything that is happening.
Yeah, the spirit in the camp surprisingly is very high.
No, before you tell us about the spirit in the camp, a more sports man that we have put right there in the Eagles camp that goes everywhere with the Eagles, from whom we'll be getting all of these, reports. Tell us about him, so that people know what to expect for the next 30 days.
Yes, Ayola just left the hotel room with us now.
Okay.
He's with them in the camp, and is covering all the events per minute. And we'll be reporting to the YouTube page of More Sport. We're not talking about the back day report alone. When they are eating, when they are training, when they are socializing, every minute we have a man on ground accredited to report. So our audience can be rest assured that for the next 30 days, they are not going to watch football alone on our channel. They are going to see all the behind the scene, all the gist, all the jokes, all the politics behind the scene in one sport. Yes. We are not making a promise. It is there.
Yeah.
The promise is fulfilled already. I think we just took a car from our hotel room now within the last 2 minutes.
Back to where he's reporting. Back to where he's reporting from now. The Eagles are training in the rain. So if you go to
left, the Eagles are training.
Yeah.
He came to our hotel room. He's going back to the Eagles hotel room now.
Yeah.
So he only came to talk to us.
Okay.
It's a short break.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that update.
After the studio match, go back to our YouTube page. You can be assured that we start reporting on that every day.
No, it's on. I'm monitoring it now from London. I'm not from London, from
24/7.
And I can tell you that it is going on our Facebook page. So I'm going to go to Dr. Wole Opatola right now because we don't have a lot of time to spend here.
I think our followers should subscribe to it.
Okay. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch what is going on. I'm monitoring it from here, and the match day eve, training in the rain is still going on. You can go and watch it yourself now. So please go and watch it. It's running now. Okay, Dr. Wole Opatola, we saw what Morocco did on the opening day. right? The Comoros, they came there to defend. 9 people behind the ball. And somehow the Moroccans found a way to score 2 goals. One of the goals is um goal of the tournament, feat, that has been performed. How do you rate the Super Eagles, Dr. Wale?
Okay, let me pick it up from the comparison we made. You're talking about Morocco versus Comoros.
Mm-hmm,
You see, sometimes this formation can work out. Sometimes it doesn't.
mm-hmm,
The Comoros team came all out to frustrate Morocco out of respect for the pedigree of the Moroccans,
mm-hmm,
out of respect for the fact that the Moroccans are hosts, and the fact that they are playing at a way. It's not a neutral ground.
mm-hmm,
The Nations Cup, as of today, is a neutral ground for every other participating team except Morocco.
mm-hmm,
So it's like for every game Morocco will play in this tournament, they are playing at home.
mm-hmm.
So I wasn't surprised by the strategy adopted by Comoros, which is a team that is going to the World Cup, a tiny African island.
Mm-hmm.
you know. But then that seems to have been the same tactics that the Zimbabwean national team have adopted and is working out right now,
Yeah,
because the scoreline as we are talking is Zimbabwe 1, Egypt 0.
yeah.
And the first half is about, I mean, that's unheard of. I'm looking at the stats of the game before me now,
Yeah.
and the stats shows that Egypt have got 79% of the possession,
Mm-hmm.
while Zimbabwe have got 21% of the possession.
Wow.
So, which means that Zimbabwe have got all men behind the ball,
Yeah,
but they are in the lead.
yeah.
Albeit at the moment, because what football is a game of 2 halves.
2 hours, yeah.
Zimbabwe can win the first half and lose the second half.
Mm-hmm.
But then it is working at the moment, so kudos to them. But that also shows that African football has come of age and that
Yeah,
you no longer have underdogs.
yeah,
So this Zimbabwe can go any way. Right now, Zimbabwe is leading. So that is also a message to the Nigerian national team.
okay.
They must not underrate Tanzania. They must not take Tanzania for a ride.
Mm-hmm.
They must know that it's going to be very difficult from the get-go, because as of now, it's going to be very difficult for Egypt unless they turn the game around.
Yeah,
South Africa have already won 2-1 against Angola. So
yeah.
South Africa is currently sitting at top of the league. Zimbabwe right now should be behind them because they are leading.
Mm-hmm.
So which means that this is a game that Egypt cannot afford to lose. Otherwise, it might throw their chances of qualification into jeopardy.
Yeah,
Like the
So
last
this,
AFCON.
exactly like the last AFCON. So this is a timely warning to the Super Eagles. Don't see Tanzania as underdog. Don't see Uganda as underdog. Of course, Tunisia is one of our perennial rivals. So there's no easy group in this AFCON, I must say.
yeah. Thank you so much. Let me quickly get to Kenny. Kenny, um, I know that you are not happy with some of the selections in the Super Eagles. Yeah, but what we have seen so far is that the spirit in the camp, is convivial, and it's the guys are trying to gel together, train together, and deliver something. I'm still interested in knowing how you're going to rate the Super Eagles. Are they going to go to the quarterfinals? Are they going to go to the semifinals? Because from what we've seen so far, I think Morocco is still the team to beat. You know,
Yes.
over to you, Kenny.
Yeah. Morocco, as I said, Morocco is the team to beat. They have the leading African football behind their team, and they have a committed team. So don't forget that they reached the semi-final of Nations Cup. I'm talking about just 3 years in 2022. And if any team must beat them, it must be a team of character. Is Nigeria Super Eagles in that frame? I'm honest with you, no. my answer is no. Because we are talking about a team with character. A team with character will not be going at home to a team linked to Lesotho. Nothing much has changed from the team that started the World Cup qualifying, except the team has even differentiated a little bit. Except you don't want us to be blunt on this program, I can see that the team going to this AFCON is even more diluted than the team that played the qualifier. The new faces that you look, you don't build a team in a major tournament. Nigeria cried out to Congo DR and they brought about 6 new faces to that team. We are going to AFCON with one known experienced goalkeeper. And there are 7 matches to play in 1 month to reach the final. So this is my opinion, not more sports. My opinion and my impression about this team is that administratively, the Nigerian Football Association is not ready to learn from history. We do have a formidable team that can tame a prepared host like Morocco, that can tame a talented team like Senegal, that can tame an ambitious side like defending champion Ivory Coast. Look, there is no time in the history of African football that a team will go to African Nations Cup with a goalkeeper, one goalkeeper that you cannot be sure that substitutes any of the other two, they are going to give results.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
I'm very patriotic.
Okay.
I'm wishing and praying that Nigeria should go far. But
Oh,
on paper,
let me pivot. Let me pivot to Dr. Wale. Thank you for that take. We know that is your opinion, not more sports opinion. But Dr. Wale.
In fact,
Wait. I have a
thank you.
question to ask
Thank you for that.
I
thank
have
you
a
for that.
question to ask you.
Thank you for that, because I mean, I disagree 100%.
Wait, before you disagree, let me ask the question because I have limited time, for me, because I know that when you leave here, you are still going on our YouTube channel to run the show there. So, what I want to say is that we saw one of the stories that we ran on More Sports before Stephen Keshi, God bless his soul, he's no more with us now. Before he won us, the AFCON in 2013, we had not won it in 19 years. 19 years, 1-9. For me, for a team of Nigeria's stature, that is not nice. It should not be acceptable. And right now, since he won it, it's been 12 years. And I saw Alex Iwobi's dad telling you at that interview that it has been too long, that we need to win it now. So, but I look at the Nigerian team and I find that a lot of what Kenny has been saying for ages is that we don't have Super Eagles that are playing in the top teams in Europe. Then you look at DRC Congo, for instance, and you see the caliber of players that those guys have. They're playing day in, day out at top European clubs. What is your take on this, please?
You see, let me first start from where my colleague Kenny left. And I said earlier on that I disagree 100%.
Okay.
First and foremost, Francis Uzoho, who is the reserve goalkeeper, is even more experienced than our current first choice goalkeeper. Ask me the reason why, and I will tell you.
Why?
We seem to be forgetting that Francis Uzoho, first of all, was at the under-17 World Cup. In fact, at that year, while he was at the under-17 World Cup, he was third choice. But after winning that under-17 World Cup, he worked on himself. He worked on his own abilities. He worked on his weaknesses. And you cannot believe it that from being third choice at the under 17 World Cup, he became first choice of the Nigerian national team. And it was first choice when we played at the 2018 World Cup, facing the likes of Lionel Messi and all the big names at the World Cup. And he excelled. Don't forget that he was in goal when we won against Iceland. He was in goal when we played that spectacular 3-2 match with Argentina. And since then, has been Nigeria's number one goalkeeper. So at the 2019 AFCON, he was number one goalkeeper when we won the bronze medal.
Mm.
Now, at the last what's it called? Even in 2021 in AFCON, he was there, although he was reserved to Maduka Okoye. At the last AFCON, he still kept a game. We brought him on in the second half when Wabali got injured in one of the games. I think it was the second game or the third game, and he saw us. Look, in the life of every player, particularly goalkeeper, there will come a time when you have a blip. And then the ability for you to come back every time you are down, that is what makes a man, that is what makes a player. The coaches who included him in the squad are not stupid. He's having a stellar season in the Cyprus League and he's back in the Super Eagles fold. I can tell you confidently that I will go to sleep if anything happens to Wabali because I know Uzo. Uzo, look, let me tell you something. Why is it that Maduka Okoye lost his place in the national team? Maduka Okoye also lost his place in the national team because he let himself and the whole of the Nigerians down when he had the chance and when he was number one. The same Wabali that they are talking about today, a lot of people have been clamoring for him to be dropped. So that tells you that you can never satisfy football fans. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get you.
And then as to the point about having 6 new players in the team, that's nothing new. Every time you go to the Nations Cup or to the World Cup or to a tournament, there will of course be chances for newbies to come in. They need their new blood. They need their fresh blood. They know that they are in a hurry to prove their mettle.
But
So sometimes
I
when
think,
you
sorry, excuse me, what Kenny is saying is it's not about bringing in new faces. If you are bringing in new faces, like in 1994, when this left winger was brought in, the guy who scored 2 goals against Zambia, Amunike. When Amunike was brought in, it was a quality that was brought in. He was playing for Zamalek, at that point in time.
Yeah.
It was a quality addition. But when you look at this new, players, how many of them are quality additions, to the team that
you can't look this, you can't crucify, you can't accept, you can't conclude until they have played. Akis Tomiro that is coming into the team is coming in from the Italian Serie A.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's coming in as one of the youngest, brightest talent out of Nigeria.
So, Dr. Wole, I want to ask you a question. I think where the moderator, Jezebe, is driving at is that he asked a succinct and direct question. Said, there's a team to beat in this AFCON. We all know Morocco. This is not an ordinary home country. This is a home country that just got to the semi-final of the World Cup. That just beat Spain all comers to reach the semi-final. This is a home country that just won Arab Cup last week. This is a formidable country. And we wrote an article on our Facebook that historically, to beat a strong home country in AFCON, you must have a team of the caliber and character of the Roganiza-led team of the 80s that beat Morocco in 1988. We are talking about a team that I don't know about South formidable experience and show character, proven character. The team that beat Morocco in the AFCON is a team that dominated Africa in the 80s. They got to 3 straight finals and won 2 of them. Do we, Nigeria's Super Eagles, are we in that frame? Are we in that of character at this moment? To go all out and beat the host country and beat this cup?
You see, for Nigeria to have failed to qualify for the World Cup, particularly when we went to play in the qualifiers, I'm talking about the playoffs, and we lost to Democratic Republic of Congo. The coaches must have identified some particular things. One, some players no longer merit their call up to the national team. 2, it's time to give fresh blood a chance. Do you understand? That is why you see that the coach has included 6 new players, which means he has dropped redundant 6 players for new players. Look, Real Alebiosu is a boy that is doing well in the English league as a defender.
Akisomiro is doing well in the... We did a piece on Ryan Alebiosu. He's a fantastic footballer, and he came in because there was an injury to Fredericks Benjamin. So
that is what we are talking about.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Akisomiro is coming in as one of the youngest talents from Italian Serie A. Francis Uzoho is making a return.
Uzoho coming as a better player to Maduka Okoye.
Look,
okay, anyway,
let me tell you something.
Let's leave this. This
Francis Uzoho has been Nigeria's #1 at a time when Okoye was on the bench.
Okay. Well, anyway, let me give you an update.
I don't know why. I don't know. You see, one thing I still don't understand is, anyway, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. And then you are entitled to favor a player over the other or something. Okay. But this same Maduka Okoye has not even complained that they dropped him from this AFCON. In fact, what we are even hearing is that he is happy not to come because he fancies staying back in Italy to fight and regain his shirt that he lost because of a than coming to play second fiddle at the AFCON.
Dr. Wole,
let me tell you something.
Dr. Wole,
anytime you have a player who favors sitting back in his club over a place in the national team, you must throw away that player immediately.
Okay.
In life,
I agree with you.
Nothing.
We don't know for sure. Yeah, we don't know for sure.
Nothing is bigger. Nothing must be in front of you ahead of a call up to national service. I have seen players who came to honor the national call at the expense of their club jerseys or their club positions in time past. I've seen players whereby they are clubs threatening them that if you left, you are not coming back. And they say, I would rather go.
Okay.
So let me tell you something. If there is any player that you hear is happy to sit back in his club, rather than coming to play second fiddle in the national team, you throw away such a player immediately.
Okay.
There should be what they call unalloyed nationalistic tendency, favoritism over any other thing.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Wole Opatola. I see that you are really passionate about what you're saying. And the update is that Maduka Okoye got a red card over the weekend, so he's going to sit out 3 games, and it could have been at the AFCON, to play. So, leaving that aside, okay, let me quickly go into the inbox. Charles says, "Go Warriors, go!" Okay, we support you. Charles wants, I think, is a supporter of the Warriors of Zimbabwe that are now still leading Egypt 1-0. And Rennie says, Omo Network get Asibio. Yeah, of course. It's an hotel network. So bear with us. My colleagues, they're going to return to the UK in 3 days' time. and we'll still be giving you. We'll get a fantastic network then, so don't worry. But we've got a man, as you heard from Kenny. There's a man on ground right there in the team, more sportsman that will be bringing us all the daily goodies that we need to hear about them. So now, because I don't have time anymore, Kenny, what I want you to give me what you think is a chance. That's your personal opinion, and I want you to be free about it. What is the chance of the Super Eagles? 2 minutes, please. Less than 2 minutes.
I'm sure we're going to go beyond the first round. Yeah, because we have Uganda, we have Tanzania, and Tunisia in our group. Those will be the same team has fumbled against lesser teams. But I think the tournament selection will get beyond the group stage. But if you want to have opinion, I don't think we have a team to win the AFCON.
Okay.
At this moment.
Okay, that's fine.
So let our expectation be honest.
Okay.
Let the girl not crucify Michelle. Coach is very hard coach. We don't have a team to win the AFCON at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much, Kenny. Dr. Ole, 2 minutes. What do you think our chances are? And give your reasons.
I will continue to disagree. If we don't win the World Cup or the Nations Cup, how can you say let Nigerians not crucify Richard? What are you talking about? If we don't win the Nations Cup, then Richard is a gunner. No, listen. Why will you continue to pay hard currency for a failure? You go and bring a Nigerian from Obanta United, Excise Packer. Go and bring him to take us to the AFCON. We will not win it, and you will still save money on forex that you are paying to a foreigner that will also not win it. If you have given money, if you have given somebody dollars to bring himself and bring in about 3 other foreign assistants, and he has failed to qualify for the World Cup, and he goes ahead to also fail you to win the AFCON, then what is the justification for keeping such? When you can go and hire somebody from what's it called? Amulumala FC of Owerri, and you will still not win it. But you will save money and give the person 200,000 naira per month. Please don't say. So please don't say we should not crucify chair. Who should we go? Should I be crucified? Should I be crucified? If you don't crucify chair, should I be crucified?
He's a multilingual international journalist. You cannot beat the
Okay, guys, thank you so much.
I'm not a fan of Shene. Okay. I vehemently criticize his employment, but I can show the guys a very hard working man.
Okay, thank you, guys.
We don't have a team. You are the one that convinced me about this before. I've said it. We have a good team, but a team, one class team that we conquer the host and win the AFCON. Let them prove me wrong. I stand by it.
Okay, thank you guys. It's been fantastic.
I'm going to withdraw my statement if they win it. And I'm going to apologize.
Guys, thank you so much. Viewers, I think we have to bring the show to an end here. You can see how more sports works. Everybody's got strong opinions, and we always seem to find a middle ground. We do really hope that the Eagles perform really well. Personally, I don't have any problem with the Eagles. They always give their best. I mean, are you going to look at somebody like Alex Iwobi? He flies in all of the time. Are you going to look at Bassi? Bassi is there. Are you going to say something about Seaman, about Lukman? These guys are giving 150% all of the time. What is letting us down is administration. The NFF, as far as I'm concerned, is not doing their part, really well. So I think Eric Chell has been fantastic. I was skeptical when he was, appointed, but so far it's not disappointed me. But administratively, we are lagging behind. I know that Dr. Wole Patola is going on to YouTube now. I don't want to keep him behind. So thank you guys for joining us. Stay with us. It's going to be kicking off. We're not going to stop until the 18th of January. When
every day.
hopefully, the Eagles, after 12 years, will be lifting that cup once again. So until then, how do you say, bye bye in Morocco?
Subscribe to our page.
Dr. Wale, how do you say bye bye in Morocco?
Ciao, au revoir,
Ciao.
après.
Move over to YouTube, subscribe to everything, and then you catch us there.